tiny country mouse visits the big city for the very first time. But will he like it? Let's find out in The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse. In a quiet countryside filled with golden wheat fields and colorful flowers, there lived a small and gentle mouse called the Country Mouse. Every morning, the warm sun would rise over the fields, and the birds would sing cheerful songs. The Country Mouse loved his peaceful home. His tiny house was hidden safely beneath the roots of a big tree. Life there was simple, calm, and happy. Each day, the Country Mouse would go out to gather food. He collected grains, corn, and seeds from the nearby fields. He hummed happily as he worked. Simple food and fresh air, that's all I need to be happy. Even though his meals were plain, he always felt thankful. One sunny afternoon, the Country Mouse noticed someone walking along the grassy path. It was his cousin, the Town Mouse. The Town Mouse had traveled all the way from the busy city to visit. "Cousin, what a wonderful surprise." "Hello there, I thought I would visit and see how you're living." The two mice hugged happily. The Country Mouse quickly prepared the best meal he could offer. He placed grains, corn kernels, and seeds neatly on a large green leaf. "Please enjoy my meal, cousin." The Town Mouse politely tasted the food, but he looked a little unsure. After a few bites, the Town Mouse shook his head gently. "My dear cousin, how can you live on such simple food?" He puffed up his chest proudly. "In the town, we eat cakes, cheese, fruits, and delicious bread every day." The Country Mouse's eyes grew wide with curiosity. "Really? That sounds amazing." Soon, the Country Mouse agreed to visit the town with his cousin. The two mice walked along a long road as the countryside slowly turned into a busy city. Tall houses appeared. Bright lights sparkled in the streets. The Country Mouse looked around in amazement. "Everything here is so big. Just wait until you see the food." The Town Mouse led his cousin into a large house and climbed onto a grand dining table. The table was filled with delicious treats. There were slices of cheese, sweet cakes, fruits, and fresh bread. The Country Mouse gasped in surprise. "Wow, I've never seen so much food in my life." The two mice happily began to eat. The cheese was creamy, the cake was sweet, the bread was soft and warm. "This is the most delicious meal ever," the Town Mouse smiled proudly. But suddenly, bang! A loud door slammed somewhere in the house. Both mice froze in fear. "What was that? Quick, hide!" The two mice dashed into a tiny hole in the wall. After a moment, the house became quiet again. The mice carefully stepped back onto the table. But just as they started eating again, woof! Woof! Two big house dogs ran into the room. The dogs sniffed around the table loudly. Their huge paws thumped on the floor. The little mice quickly ran back to their hiding place. The Country Mouse was shaking. "This place is too dangerous." After the dogs finally left, the Country Mouse looked at his cousin. "Cousin, the food here is wonderful, but I do not like living with so much fear." He took a deep breath. "I would rather eat simple grains and live in peace." The Town Mouse understood. So the Country Mouse said goodbye and traveled back to the countryside. Soon, the tall city buildings disappeared behind him. The peaceful fields welcomed him home. The birds sang again. Back in his little home under the tree, the Country Mouse happily enjoyed his simple meal. The warm breeze blew softly through the wheat fields, and the little mouse smiled. Simple food, peaceful life. This is the best home of all. And so, the Country Mouse learned something very important. Sometimes, a simple life filled with peace and safety is much better than a rich life filled with fear.